Mr. Shapiro, at an earlier event, somebody asked you a question regarding how Jews don't have to always follow old laws written in the Torah. And you had made the response that it was written at a specific period of time for a specific group of people to make them less primitive than they already were. So my question is, if you can view God's law in the Torah almost like a living document where you kind of pick and choose what to follow, why can't you follow man's law like the Constitution as a living document?
So I am an originalist when it comes to the Torah, but the question is what was the meaning of the Constitution at the time? And the same thing is with regard to the Torah. What was the meaning of the Torah at the time? So just like the Constitution, for example, says in it that you have a right to keep and bear arms, and the word arms is broad enough to encompass this idea that it's not just the arms that were available at the time. It means armed arms. It means like you can have a rifle, you can have a pistol. It doesn't just mean that you have a right to a musket. In the same way, the Torah adapts in terms of its broader principles. In terms of its specific principles, the Torah works a little bit differently in the Orthodox view. In the Orthodox view, basically, when God gave the written Torah, he also gave what we call the oral Torah to Moses at the same time, which was sort of an oral explanation of what was going on at the time. And that has involved interpretation of the law for as long as the Torah has been around. So it is slightly different than the written Constitution, but when it comes to the general eternal principles of the Torah, those are immutable. And the question is which ones are immutable and which ones are not. And the answer is typically that I think the easiest basic answer is whatever the Torah says you can't do, you can't do. And whatever the Torah says you can do, you still might not be able to do. That's sort of been the Orthodox way of interpreting the Torah. It's been building fences around the Torah specifically so that you don't end up violating precepts that God doesn't want you to violate.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.